The Abbott government this week dumped its promise to restore free speech. It dumped its plan to scrap the part of the Racial Discrimination Act that makes it unlawful even to make someone feel offended on the grounds of their race. But check the reason the Prime Minister gave.
We're also determined to engage in ever closer consultation with communities, including the Australian Muslim community. When it comes to counter-terrorism, everyone needs to be part of Team Australia. And I have to say that the government's proposals to change 18C of the Racial Discrimination Act have become a complication in that respect.
Pardon? We now give up our free speech because some ethnic or religious group might get upset, might not help us fight terrorism? If so, that didn't work. The National Imams Council still boycotted an end of Ramadan meal with the Australian Federal Police to protest against terrorism laws it claimed just picked on Muslims. So, the government's left us with laws that make it dangerous to debate issues involving ethnicity, such as, ironically, whether more immigrants from the Middle East, for instance, would make Australia less safe. Now, how can we not freely discuss such topics when dozens of Australian jihadists of Middle Eastern background are now fighting in Iraq and Syria, some posing with hacked-off heads or shooting hundreds of unarmed men? How can we not have this debate without fear of being sued when we have imported hate preachers like this imam filmed in Sydney last month?
يهود لن ترتفع لهم راية ولن يعيشوا في أمن لأنهم قتلة الأنبياء. يهود كل علو اليهود في علو الفساد. تبقى جذوة الجهاد مع يهود والصراع مع يهود ليبقى الكفاح والجهاد والصراع حتى يأتي أمر الله وهو قادم. لا تقوم الساعة حتى يقاتل مسلمون يهود.
Now, funny, but I don't see our race hate laws being used against true racists like that. Is that because anti-Semitism is now so fashionable? I also don't see those laws being used against the people who this week allegedly screamed threats at Jewish children on a Sydney school bus.
They're screaming, "Hail Hitler, kill the Jews," they want to cut our throats, they're going, "Cut your throats, we're going to cut your throats."
These laws aren't used either on the youths who attacked a visiting rabbi in Perth on Monday. But I have seen these laws used instead to stop debates about how we're being divided by race or religion. For instance, I've asked why certain fair-skinned Aborigines in powerful positions identify only as Aborigines when it seemed to me they could also identify with their non-Aboriginal ancestry. A court said I was wrong and banned 2 of my articles after people identifying as Aboriginal said I'd offended them. Well, this week the government said to keep peace with Muslim Australians, our free speech must be sacrificed. In fact, other ethnic and religious groups also fought Abbott's changes. But here's what's driving this back down. One of the Liberal MPs who fought hardest to keep these laws against free speech was Craig Laundy, whose Sydney seat of Reid has a Muslim vote of 10%. Labor fought the government's changes too. No wonder, when Muslims make up 23% of the voters in frontbencher Jason Clare's seat, for instance, and 20% in Tony Burke's. That, by the way, is why Labor has lately weakened its support of Israel. But should the Liberals go the same way, selling out their principles, selling out our freedom?